Many people have complained, why am I not born into a wealthy family? Why do others have abundant resources and strong backgrounds at birth, while I have to work hard every day for a meager salary and live in constant fear of financial crisis? Yes, this is a reality for the vast majority of people today. But please don't be discouraged, because most people in this society are in the same level and facing similar situations as you. In this highly capitalist world, the few resourceful members of the older generation have already set up resource allocations for the next generation, creating barriers that are difficult for the average person to cross. For the vast middle class, despite trying to change their lives through hard work, facing a highly challenging starting point in an era where the middle class is gradually disappearing. What you need is a completely different set of thinking logic and ways of dealing with life from what your elders or traditional school teachers taught you. Only then can you progress toward the top 10% of society's elite levels. Hello everyone, welcome to J School. Today, we will introduce 10 ways of thinking to help you become one of the top 10% in society. 1. Start valuing and treasuring your time. Yes, our most valuable resource is time. Both billionaires and average people have the same amount of time. True wealth is not about what you can do, but what you can choose not to do, or what you want to do and you have the time for it. Time is your most precious capital. There's a movie called In Time, where time is the essential element to sustain life. Wages are paid in the form of time, directly deposited into your arm, allowing you to keep working to add more time to extend your life. In the movie, the wealthy have already accumulated a large amount of time and are still spending vast resources to buy others' time. Just as in reality, most people exchange their time for wages or salaries. The pay you receive is essentially the cost capitalists pay to buy your precious time, incorporating you into their enterprise system so that their business models can function profitably. Essentially, this is exchanging your time for money, with possibly some bonuses or annual rewards added. This explains why relying solely on a job will never lead to financial freedom. Since everyone's time is limited, you cannot massively scale up this type of income. Most employees cannot achieve the enormous rewards and profits that entrepreneurs or shareholders gain after negotiating deals with clients or meeting targets. Simply put, you could choose to sell your time in standard segments at a fixed price, or you can integrate and utilize your time to its fullest potential, convincing resourceful individuals to pay for the unique value you create. 2. Begin adopting the concept of investment. Here, investment doesn't solely mean financial investments like buying stocks, bonds, or cryptocurrencies. In fact, investments in life can be categorized into investments in time, money, or other resources. Your care for others is also a form of investment. In elite levels, when dealing with people or things, discard the typical idea of working a day to earn a certain amount of wages. Instead, you need to continuously dedicate your time, combine factors like connection and coordination, and work toward completing tasks and goals. By delivering value that satisfies others, you can gain substantial rewards in return. This is also a way high-level individuals judge which social levels you belong to. Thus, you will notice that high-level individuals are usually skilled at strategic planning, adept at social interactions, and actively planning for long-term endeavors. Get into the habit of asking yourself, before doing something or meeting someone new, what value you can offer as an investment and as a reason for others to be interested in you. Of course, financial investment is another area you must begin to explore. Looking at global wage or income distribution, the top 10% of elites in the world control 52% of wealth. However, if this data includes assets, meaning adding investments into the equation, the percentage rises to 76%. Therefore, you'll notice that wealthy people almost always invest. They prioritize asset appreciation and understand the importance of compounding over time, letting money work for them and making time their ally. These are key strategies to help you achieve your goals sooner. 3. Learn to consult with and collaborate with the right professionals. One of the biggest mistakes people make is consulting the wrong individuals about important decisions or partnering with the wrong people on critical collaborations. For example, seeking a teacher's opinion on whether you should start a business, asking elders with poor financial track records which stocks to invest in or how to manage your finances, or consulting a low-performing colleague on how to excel at work. These are all unwise and time-wasting actions. Understand this. Individuals with unique professional skills or exceptional insights naturally demonstrate their expertise and confidence and actively immerse themselves in their fields until they gain great success. Remember, you can only gain the most benefits by seeking advice from experts in the specific field you wish to enter. 4. Develop a goal-oriented mindset. For entrepreneurs, business owners, or senior executives, their most significant distinction from the average person is their goal-oriented thinking. Remember, no matter how much effort or time you dedicate, if you fail to achieve good results or secure a deal, all your work amounts to failure. Thus, you'll find that people in elite levels are often highly pragmatic, detail-focused, and deeply committed to ensuring excellent outcomes. By contrast, average individuals often choose to let themselves off the hook, believing that effort alone should suffice. They attribute unmet goals to external factors rather than personal shortcomings, a key reason they fail to stand out or gain the recognition of high-level individuals. Set precise and practical goals. Use all available resources, relationships, and personal effort to achieve success. If you fail, don't evade responsibility. Ask yourself the real reasons for your failure. Over time, this self-reflection will make you stronger and more resilient. 5. Reflect only on yourself without blaming or criticizing others. A truly strong person understands that the world is full of uncertainty, and it is impossible for everything to go as planned. The only way to maintain composure and grace is by continually honing your abilities and expanding your mindset. Such individuals provide others with ample space and understanding, recognizing that most people have limited abilities and their failures are not intentional. In contrast, the average person tends to conceal their shortcomings and refuse to admit mistakes, masking their lack of capability with complaints and blaming external factors for their failures. They apply a double standard, being strict with others while lenient with themselves. Over time, this behavior leads to a vicious cycle, preventing growth and ultimately stifling upward mobility. 6. Recognize your value. You must understand that in the higher levels of society, everyone brings their unique value to the table, collaborating to create greater value or profit for a win-win outcome. In a company, for example, completing a project or order requires every organization or vendor to contribute their value and solutions, with final profits distributed based on the proportion or significance of their contributions. The same principle applies to individuals. Your real connections are actually those people you can provide help. Never seek to exploit others or be reluctant to contribute. Instead, actively demonstrate your value. Remember, those at a higher level can clearly see everything below their level. The only point is whether they choose to tell you or engage with you. Thus, petty tricks or manipulative tactics are not effective strategies when dealing with people in higher levels. Such actions can lead to a loss of valuable trust and opportunities. 7. Determine what you truly want and focus all your efforts on pursuing it. Many people do not know what they truly want, due to a flawed education system and a generational tendency to overly plan for the next generation. Many individuals lack personal goals for their work, career, or life. We often see people seeking advice from strangers online about trivial decisions, such as the color of a car or the style of a phone case. This phenomenon highlights how some cannot even determine their own preferences without external validation. At work, it's common to encounter people who lack career aspirations, rely entirely on their parents' expectations, or just settle for jobs they dislike. Life is a grand production that requires your active planning. You must write the script, take on the role of director, and regularly evaluate whether each scene meets your expectations. Action is an essential trait that many lack. Thoughts combined with execution yield results. Even the best ideas are worthless without execution. Your valuable ideas are meant to be realized, not left to rust in your mind. 8. Always stay optimistic and positive, and recognize that effort is merely a basic requirement. Effort is undoubtedly important, but observe wealthy second-generation individuals or people in higher-level positions. They are often hardworking and hold themselves to high standards. Do not naively think that ordinary effort alone can overcome class disadvantages. The harsh reality is that people at higher levels often outwork the average person. In addition to benefiting from their innate resources, inherited values, networks, and intellectual traditions. This has led to the growing wealth gap and the gradual disappearance of the middle class. Optimism and positivity can help you seize opportunities and attract good luck. No one wants to associate with someone who constantly complains and radiates negativity. Your mindset will significantly influence the people and opportunities around you. Also, stay away from negative people. In relationships, high-energy individuals can be dragged down by those with lower energy levels, eventually equalizing at a lower point. Seek out people with higher energy levels than yours and grow alongside them. 9. If possible, consider the possibility of starting a business within your risk tolerance. Not everyone is suited for entrepreneurship, but with determination, you can likely find a business that suits you and begin experimenting within manageable risks. Understand that risk and reward are proportional. The goal is not to avoid risk, but to manage it. The greatest risk in life is doing nothing. While this is a challenging era for those without inherited resources, it is also a time of tremendous opportunity. Emerging technologies and developments, such as social media, artificial intelligence, and cryptocurrency, present new avenues for building businesses and wealth. Why is entrepreneurship worth considering? Unlike being an employee, starting your own business compels you to take ownership and think critically about your own matters. It breaks free from the toxic mindset common among many employees, such as doing the bare minimum to avoid mistakes or seeking maximum salary benefits with minimal effort. Such passive and toxic thinking keeps many people stagnant for decades. A fulfilling and ever-growing life cannot be built this way. Your company's name, products, projects, partnerships, and brand presence will accumulate over time, becoming interconnected. This synergy will significantly enhance your business expansion and profitability. Additionally, you can pass on your business model, connections, and company reputation to the next generation, sparing them from having to start from scratch. 10. Always remain humble, eager to learn, and continuously expand your cognitive framework. You can only earn within the limits of your cognitive abilities. Even if you occasionally make money through luck, you will eventually lose it due to a lack of capability. The world is inherently layered, and the idea of absolute equality or fair competition does not exist. In business, for example, people seek exclusive opportunities, patents, or government subsidies that favor their ventures. Similarly, individuals leverage their appearance, attire, education, or networks to gain opportunities unavailable to others. Regardless of the domain or strategy, you must continuously expand your cognitive framework. Insects only exist in summer, know nothing about snow, and a frog in a well cannot comprehend the sea. Do not use your limited understanding to judge or interpret the vast complexities of the world. When encountering someone who has achieved more in a specific field, approach them with a learning attitude rather than trying to compete, which only exposes your ignorance. It's okay to be poor or unknowledgeable, but it is tragic not to recognize your poverty or ignorance. The saddest people are often those at the bottom of society who are unaware of their situation and spend countless hours passionately discussing politics while neglecting their personal or familial responsibilities. If you lack knowledge or confidence in something, listen more, learn more, and approach matters with skepticism and multiple perspectives. This will greatly aid your growth. As an old Chinese saying goes, despite having seen the vastness of world and universe, still cherish the greenery of grass and trees. Let us all aspire to reach such a level of understanding. From today onward, begin shifting your mindset to create a higher level life. Let's work hard together. Feel free to share your thoughts and discuss today's content in the comments below. Let's grow and improve together in life. See you next time.